Star Trek Discovery cast on Pike's legacy, catching up with canon and Season 2's jaw-dropping conclusion. If you've been watching Star Trek Discovery this season, you've been set up with high expectations for the rest of Season 2. Today at PaleyFest, one of television's preeminent festivals, some of the big guns of the series gathered at the historic Dolby Theatre in Hollywood to set those expectations even higher. We are entirely aware of everyone's questions and criticisms. I've read everything, and I see where everyone's like, well, the spore drive never existed. And what? Discovery was never around. And all of those things, we're totally aware. You will get an answer, exec producer Alex Kurtzman told SYFY WIRE. But will that answer be satisfying? I damn well think so, yes. I personally think that the end of the season is going to be tremendous. When Kurtzman first told me about it, I was like in tears. I just had chills. So good, said Ethan Peck, Spock. I think that the last few episodes will really close the circle for people. If we've done our job, what was on the page, I haven't seen them yet, but what was on the page in the scripts closes the circle. It answers the questions that are lingering and remaining for people of how we fit in, said Anthony Rapp, Lieutenant Commander Paul Stamets. And I believe very strongly that it will leave people satisfied. As someone who cares about continuity, to some degree, I was like, if this doesn't make people happy, I don't know what else we can do. Expect the unexpected, is what my mother always says, and it couldn't be more true, especially on this season, cause it'll change everything, said Wilson Cruz, Dr. Hugh Culber. As I read the final script for Season 2, my jaw dropped, and I'm dumbfounded with where we're headed. So I think the fans can expect to boldly go where no Star Trek series has ever gone before, said Doug Jones, Commander Saru. So yeah, Season 2 sounds like it will fulfill and exceed all our expectations. Of course, part of those expectations have been particularly pumped by the inclusion of Captain Pike this season, as played by Anson Mount, a storied figure in Trek lore, who's been around from the get-go, but who we still didn't know much about, having only seen him in a couple of episodes of the original series, and a couple of the rebooted films. With the recent news that Mount won't be returning for Season 3, we wondered about where this season of Discovery will leave Pike's legacy, and how Mount has helped to secure that. We will cinch up with canon, and obviously if you know the story of Captain Pike, you know what his fate was. It won't be exactly what you think this season, but we will be consistent with that story. There will be a dimension shed on that story that you will not have known or have thought of, said Kurtzman. If anything, it's not going to feel like a send-off, because I think that's what everyone thinks is going to happen. I think it will just become incredibly clear why he's not continuing on, cause he has to go do 2's, so we have to make sense of that, said executive producer Heather Catton. Pike has been an iconic character for the longtime fans of the show for so long, and I feel like people have sort of imagined what kind of captain he would be like, because you got such a small glimpse of it. I feel like he's, for so many people, satisfied their hopes for what kind of captain he would be, said Rapp. For me, he's a really nice blend of Kirk and Picard.